Okay, this may seem completely crazy. Welcome. My name is Mike Kubera. We're doing a live stream. We are a couple days away from hitting December, the last month of 2018. And right before the year is over with the 12th month, Bitcoin crashes well past the $4,000 barrier. And now it's heading towards $3,000 and everybody is panicking. But this isn't about investment advice. I was never really that good at investing, hence why I lost quite a bit of capital. But there is one thing that I've been doing for many, many years, and that is YouTube, that is marketing. What was I doing for ICOs? Well, that was marketing. How did I make the majority of my money? That was marketing. And I know at first this seems like a super clickbait title. Whoever does this first will easily make $100,000 per month with cryptocurrencies. Well, I'm in a position to speak about this since I was able to make $100,000 or more in a very quick period of time. And I knew about other people who made even more money through investing, but the majority of my money was through marketing. This isn't about cryptocurrency investing. This is about cryptocurrency marketing. Now, I didn't make that $100,000 in a single month, but the video title, again, is whoever does this first. I have not been able to do this, and there is a wonderful space out there. Within the next 2 years, someone is able to accomplish this. You could be one of those individuals, and I have plenty of messages every single day. Even right now, if I check my Instagram, there's at least 1 or 2 new messages asking, how can I make money with crypto? How can I make money during the bear market? And here's how. First of all, for the people who do not understand YouTube algorithms and how YouTube pays out its creators, I'm going to give 2 examples, right? Why do I have 2 channels? And I'm making actually a 3rd channel, and that 3rd channel is going to be, I'm going to give you guys a hint, not discussing it yet. It is going to be in the education category because there is no finance category under YouTube. It's going to be in education because education will make the highest CPM rates. CPM is cost per mile, which essentially means cost per 1,000 monetized viewers. So every 1,000 of you guys, it could be $1, it could be $5, it could be $10. And that ranges based on which channel you have. For cryptocurrencies, for finance stuff, it is all the way up there, right? Now, for my other channel, since it's controversial, some of the videos are demonetized, well, it's a little bit below the average. The average usually is $1 or $2, sometimes $3. Other niches that get quite a bit of money are babies, right? Kids stuff. Why kids? Because they just scroll through, right? They look through the entire video, even if there's long advertisements, because kids don't care. And even if kids can, at least the younger ones, they don't even know how to hit the skip button, right? Up until they grow up later. Maybe they're watching through one of those applications that they don't even have the skippable features. So obviously companies want to advertise with YouTubers that are friendly towards those types of genres, right? Or they're looking at a finance channel, and obviously the people who are looking at a finance video have some capital to invest. Prank channels, gaming channels, music channels, most of those guys, like music, you're not even looking at the screen. Sometimes you're just replaying the music and I'm working out, whatever. So advertisers are going to play really, really low CPMs. For example, Kubera, on one hand, I don't get a lot of views. My views have been decreasing thanks to the crypto crash. Now, most likely what's going to happen, whether this is cryptocurrencies or, stocks, Forex, everything's kind of been taking a little bit of a downturn recently. So before this crash, within the past week or 2, there was a period of great stability. And there was actually an article that came out about this. I'm going to have a video after this live stream. The past month, Bitcoin has been less volatile than NASDAQ, Dow Jones, Industrial Average, and the S&P 500. So great. It seems if cryptocurrencies are crashing completely, so are other vehicles as well. Stocks are a little bit crazy. And I know this has been around for quite a while where cryptos are new. But with the dollar inflating, there could be another recession in a couple of years. People are uncertain. There's a lot of fear around in the air. Now, in times of crashes and all this, who has been making a lot of money? influencers, celebrities, right? You look at somebody like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, these guys are making millions of dollars. They're having a lot of fun doing it. They're crushing it. And even if there was a recession right now, they'd still be making millions of dollars. They'd be making millions less, but they'd still be making, they'd be crushing it absolutely. Now, do you have to have a college education? Do you have to be an absolute expert in your field to be making millions of dollars? No. On YouTube, thanks to YouTube, there's two main ways of making money. A is having a large audience, which is what Jake Paul, Logan Paul, a lot of the entertainers, the comedians, gamers, all those guys, musicians, definitely, they fit into this category, right? The kids. Or you have, on the other side, maybe less viewers, right? Maybe you don't have 10 million subscribers. Maybe you have 200,000 subscribers, like Graham Stevens, right? While Graham Stevens does not have 10 million subscribers, he is making similar amounts of money or even more than some of these 10 million subscriber channels. Why? He's in finance/education. Graham Stevens actually posted a video recently. I'm going to link it after the live stream is over. Very few YouTubers go into their analytics and they discuss how much somebody makes. Why you're so amazing? Well, I don't think so. But you do have to have confidence in yourself, right? You can never be too cocky. But thanks. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the appreciation. I'm halfway through my rant. For you guys tuning in, awesome to have you guys here. It's 3:10 in the morning. Let's continue. YouTube rant. And I'm dead serious. Like, I know sometimes I mess around on live streams, and I know maybe I'm not wearing a suit right now, but I'm dead serious. Whoever does this first will easily make $100,000 or more per month with cryptocurrencies, but you can apply this to many other niches. Now, thanks to YouTube, I was able to secure more than $100,000 thanks to sponsorships and external stuff. But on Kubera, there was a period of 2 or 3 months where I made more than $500. And there was 2 months where I made more than $1,000 just through advertisements alone. Now, that is crazy when you look at the amount of views I was getting in those months compared to my other channel, where my other channel should have been making 10 times more than Kubera. But again, remember, it depends on what categorization your channel is. Now, my other channel was in entertainment. From the very beginning, Kubera was in education, right? I'm educating you guys about cryptocurrencies. So the advertisers that were going on there were paying higher rates per click, higher rates per view, and the longer period of time a viewer was in the video, especially if that video was 10 minutes or longer, you were able to post more advertisements in there. And especially if they click onto a playlist, onto a live stream, right? You guys are watching longer live streams, you see my other videos, you see other related YouTube channels, then the advertiser rates are constantly going up. And especially when cryptocurrencies were, there was a huge hype season, right? Around this time last year, actually, November, December, everybody wanted to buy Bitcoin. So every advertiser had to pay more money to advertise through Google, through Bing, through whatever other advertising platform there was. And what happens for YouTubers, for influencers, for content creators, when that is ongoing, every single click, it's making you more money. So Kubera at its peak season was making $6 to $12 CPM, which is really good, but it's still nowhere near Graham Stevens level. So I'm going to release the numbers, right? If you didn't watch this video and you're not going to watch it, you don't really care. I mean, you should. This is what I'm advising you. Maybe you don't have the motivation. As Elon Musk said, you know, I'm not going to quote it word for word, but he said something along the lines of, if you don't have motivation, you shouldn't do it, right? Just go straight into it. Listen, he got like 2 million views in a month, which for comparison, I got on both my channels over 500,000 views in the past 30 days. This channel only got like what, 15,000 or 20,000 views, while the other channel got more. But I made through AdSense, not including the external other stuff, I made like over $1,000, which is really nothing through AdSense. That's why I don't really focus on AdSense. I prefer sponsorships. I made over $1,000. Graham Stevens, on the other hand, made over $26,000. $26,000 through 2 million views, 2.4 million views. Now you think, okay, that's just a fluke. That's just 1 month. So he showed more months. Okay, well, the previous month he got like 1.2 million views and also 5 figures. And then the previous month, 5 figures. And then the previous month, 5 figures. This guy has 200,000 subscribers. Okay, like 240, 250,000 subscribers. And he is making more than the Social Blade analytics. If you're not familiar with what Social Blade is, it's a site where you're able to check out how much a YouTuber gets in terms of views, subscribers, whether they lose subscribers, whether they take down videos, what kind of categorization they're at, and they give estimated revenues. Now, everything is connected to YouTube except the revenues. That is because it ranges so widely for every single categorization of YouTube channels out there that they have to estimate, right? And for some channels, it's going to be under. For some channels, it's going to be over. But for Graham Stevens, it's well under. And this goes for a lot of financial YouTubers out there, right? Now, the thing is, a lot of these guys are afraid to show their analytics. They're not going to go into them. But you can compare Graham Stevens with somebody like RiceGum. RiceGum also was another YouTuber that released his earnings. RiceGum was one of those Jake Paul, Logan Paul with like the 10 million subscriber channels, right? So recently he surpassed that. And he showed off in 1 month, he made $68,000. Now, that's more than Graham Stevens, but he has a lot more views. He's more into entertainment and recently a little bit music, prank stuff, whatever. But imagine this. Forget external sponsorships. Forget investing in crypto. You just make a YouTube channel. You focus on cryptocurrency news. You focus on educating the public about cryptocurrencies, you focus on security token offerings, you focus on ICO scams, you focus on whatever it is, mining, why you don't like mining, opinions. You can make a podcast, you can live stream every single day. If you make a YouTube channel right now, if you haven't had a YouTube channel with cryptocurrencies, if you have no experience, right now is the perfect time to start. Why? A lot of people are selling their Bitcoin, and there's multiple reasons for that. One, a lot of the institutions that collected hundreds of millions of dollars last year, well, the 1 year mark has passed up. So some of the investors want their money back because they lost money or they didn't make as much profit as they thought they would. They need to get liquid for whatever reason. So the hedge funds are forced to sell. And investors, some of them are fearing that this is it. This is over. Bitcoin dropped from 20,000 to, it's in the 3,000s now. So they're selling everything, right? Everybody's panicking. Well, this hasn't happened once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. There's a beautiful Reddit post that's saying this is like the 8th or the 9th time it's happening. And every single time it happens, the bottom is at a higher place. It's at a higher position, right? So last year was like 1,000 something. Now it's like 3,000, right? Maybe it's going to bottom out at 2,000. Maybe it's going to bottom out at 1,000. I'm not going to predict where it's going to bottom out. I think that's BS, right? Forget the predictions. Wherever it happens, most likely it will return, right? So if there is going to be another bull market, or if there's going to be another 2, 3, 5 bull markets, whatever, a lot of large companies, Facebook, Google, a lot of politicians, power players, banks, maybe they don't believe in Bitcoin, maybe don't believe in ICOs, STOs, but there's something to cryptos. There's something to blockchain that they like. So they're going to take something out of that. I don't think this is going to disappear forever. And if there is a good chance of it returning back to normal, or even better, just on a long-term scale, less hype, whatever, more infrastructure on a long-term scale, if this is going to return, and if there's going to be more companies that are willing to invest into Google advertisements, that means there's going to be more money for YouTubers to play around with. Now, the ones who are going to be making the most amount of money per view are the financial education YouTubers. So if someone with 200,000 subscribers, such as Graham Stevens, is able to make $26,000 in a single month just through AdSense alone, this means that whoever is the first crypto YouTuber to get 1 million subscribers, which we do not have a 1 million subscriber channel yet, the largest cryptocurrency, 100% cryptocurrency focused channel is DataDash. Now, DataDash, in my opinion, is probably making $4,000 to $8,000 per month through advertisements. I don't know exactly what his rates are. I don't know what his external rates are. I don't really care, right? So that's just an estimate, right? And he is at 317,000. Now, the problem is DataDash has great releases, he has great uploads, but he should probably release more often, right? And he should probably promote it a little bit more for his channel size. What Graham Stephan had is a couple videos that went viral. The problem with cryptocurrencies is that everything is date related. So, okay, on September 21st, on October 31st, on November 11th, there's this hard fork on November 15th. After that date, nobody's going to be going back in the past, maybe a couple people to learn from it, but nobody's going to be going back to 2013. What happened on September 7th with Bitcoin at this point? No, nobody really cares about that, right? So what the first person to get 1 million subscribers with a cryptocurrency channel within probably the next 2 years should do is focus on content that's going to go viral. So you make 10 or 15 videos that each get 1, 2, 3 million views, and they're not date focused. They're tutorials. They're helping you to maybe not invest money, but figure out exactly what crypto is. Or you're an expert on one thing, that is your, STOs, that is your mining, that is your investment advice. You are working with a blockchain company and you're showing the day-to-day process, how you wake up, what kind of orange juice you drink. Hey guys, okay, so today I'm going to answer your questions, and you do this for the next 2 years, every single day. You hustle hard. If you become the first person to get 1 million subscribers or more with cryptocurrencies, you're probably going to be making more than $100,000 per month just due to the rates that YouTube is paying. And in addition, sponsorships, which we have seen more than 50% of the channels that are over 100,000 subscribers. So 1/10 of what I'm telling, 1/10, 100,000 subscribers were able to secure more than 6 or 7 figures worth of capital from sponsorships alone. If I was able to secure a single deal worth $5,000, which at the time I had like 7 or 8 or 9,000 subscribers, that is nothing. Now, of course, it was overhyped back then, but even at this point, right now, with a 19,000 subscriber channel, I'm not accepting really any reviews at the moment. But if at this point I'm able to get a couple $100s from sponsorships, you can start to imagine what's going to happen if the market resumes to its point. Anyways, so my rant is done. I have done my little piece. I'm going to go through the comments now, and hopefully one person sees this and they're like, you know what? I'm going to make a cryptocurrency channel. I don't care. For the next 2-3 years, that's what I'm going to focus on. Whether that's my hobby, whether that's my side project, I'll focus on that and see where it goes. Bitcoin Jedi. I remember Kubera from over a year ago. Yeah, it's pretty crazy that Kubera has gone through such an epic journey over the past year. Over 1 year ago, that's where we had the In the Hash live stream with Ian Bellina and Cryptoverse, and I thought this channel for sure would get to 100,000 subscribers. Now, I made more than 3 mistakes, but the reason this channel didn't even hit 20,000 subscribers or 19,000 subscribers, first of all, when I was working with other companies, I devoted less time to this channel. Second of all, I devoted more time to my other channel than this channel in certain cases. For a period of 6 months, I also privated a bunch of those videos where most of the original subscribers to this channel came from that channel. So if I privated videos from there, then the influx of subscribers stopped, and suddenly, what's going on with this channel? YouTube sees momentum and they're like, there's no momentum. Okay, we're not going to be recommending you anymore. Also, by the way, quick tip for anybody that's wanting to make a bunch of money with this cryptocurrency or any finance YouTube channel, don't swear. I try not to swear on this channel, or if I do swear, I blur it out or whatever. With Avi, I do a lot more on there, right? But I'm also making a third channel where I'm going to apply as many rules as I can, and we're going to see how that goes. So once that gets over 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be going a bit more in depth. And let's see. I'm watching a movie, so I'm not going to stick around, but have a good stream, my man. Pass the bleach, thank you. I still remember your donations from a little bit. And by the way, if you have 1 million subscribers and people are donating to you, I've seen live streamers with 100,000 make a couple $100, couple $1,000 in donations. But don't focus on donations. That's only if you're making quality content, right? But once you get to even 100,000 subscribers, even if you're like, I don't really like this, it's going to be very hard to quit at that point. Trust me. And it's going to be one of the best decisions you've probably made. At least with my life, out of all my decisions, I made a lot of bad decisions, but moving to Europe was my #1 best decision because I saved a lot of money, and I really do like it here. I love America still, but and the #2 decision was getting into YouTube. I don't think I'd be happy with any other career. It gives me a lot of freedom, and even when there are bad months where I know there's good months ahead of me, and I know there was a lot of good months behind me, right now I'm doing really well compared to all the people in this apartment block where I live, in my city. I look at the people who take the bus, I look at the people who take the train, and yeah, maybe some of them are making more than me. There's a lot that are making less than me, but it's not like I'm making a lot. But I have that freedom to devote whatever the next month, whatever the next 3, 6, 12 months of my life will be, to go full out on something. A lot of those people don't have that privilege, and I'm extremely grateful for that. But when you are young, I'm seriously telling you guys, learn from other people's mistakes, go full out with something. This is, if I could have one channel that would be focused on just one thing, maybe I'd go back and try and make everything fully crypto. That's just how I do it. But I didn't make those moves. I had to learn from my mistakes, and that's why one of my channels will be Cryptocurrencies. Another is going to be focusing more on cannabis, and another will be in finance. It's not directly going to be with cryptocurrencies, but it's more going to be individualized. So I'm going to be discussing success stories and stuff like that. But I'm going to do that right after this live stream. William Jennings, I really do hope you do that. And also, something in addition to what I just stated, we're going to go through one of the largest YouTubers on the site, PewDiePie, right? So he's approaching 72 million subscribers, and he's made tens of millions of dollars and hundreds of millions of dollars for YouTube in terms of ad revenue. Well, PewDiePie had a huge advantage with advertisers, and that is, first of all, he lived in Sweden, then he had a girlfriend in Italy or whatever, so he moved to Italy, then he moved to America, or no, he moved to Britain, and then he started focusing on America's market. So America's YouTube market, there's a lot more people viewing YouTube, or that viewed YouTube in the past in America. There was a very limited position for YouTube channels in Sweden where he started. So he was able to dominate that market. Then when he moved to Italy, he dominated that. Then when he moved to Great Britain, even larger than both those countries, he dominated that. He dominated Europe. Then he moved to America. If he was in America from the very beginning and he tried doing that, yikes, you're out of luck. So for example, earlier today, I actually met up with a Polish YouTuber. And I'm slowly starting to just meet up with some Polish YouTubers. And I see that if I started my channel here in Poland, it'd be so much easier for me to dominate the market. But my advertising rates would be so much lower because my viewership would be, if I was speaking Polish, jakbym mówił wszystko po polsku, then a lot less English viewers from first world countries would be going in towards my ad rates. But if it would be easier for me to dominate, if I'd be hitting that #1 spot, maybe if the timing was right, I'd probably make more money. It all depends. However, there's one channel that's going to beat PewDiePie. PewDiePie was able to dominate the algorithms, and that's how he gained nearly 72 million subscribers in a couple of years' time, and tens of millions of dollars for himself. But there's one channel that's going to beat him. Maybe it's today, maybe it's tomorrow. There's actually a couple YouTube channels literally just dedicated. You can type this in. PewDiePie and T-Series. T-Series is an Indian channel. It's an Indian music network, kind of like Vivo. If you're not familiar with Vivo, a couple of years ago, they started securing all the major artists, and it was 3 music labels that turned into one. And on YouTube, essentially, they dominate the music industry. So anybody with copyright, boom, Vivo's got it, right? And T-Series is the Indian version of that with Mumbai. So T-Series is at 71.5 million subscribers. They're, I think, 100,000 subscribers or some close number to PewDiePie. In the past year, or over the next year, I think it was estimated that PewDiePie will get 9 million subscribers, while T-Series will get 38 million subscribers. 38 million subscribers. To give you perspective on that situation, the 3 largest channels on YouTube Well, that's PewDiePie, that's T-Series, and Justin Bieber. And Justin Bieber has 40 million subscribers. So T-Series essentially is taking Justin Bieber's amount of subscribers, what he's been working on for in his entire life, right? Like nearly a decade, and they're killing that in a year. And they're going to make more than PewDiePie. T-Series is going to hit 100 million subscribers, and the only channel, technically channel, is YouTube's music channel, right? But we're not counting that. So why is an Indian market suddenly killing it? Well, we always knew that there was a lot of people in India, of course, right? But they didn't really have internet 10 years ago. Well, that's been changing. In America, the amount of people who have internet has been stagnating, and to be quite honest, it fell a couple of years ago. It was around 74, 75%, and that is how much of the populace has access to internet. Well, in India, from 2000 to 2016, in 2000, it was almost at 0%. It was only a couple percent. So it took years. It took years from 2000 to 2009. That's when 5% of the population of India had access to internet. So remember 2009 where, Machinima was dominating YouTube? Well, from that point, from 2009, after the recession, after all the effects on, third world countries, that's when everything started going crazy for India. And in 2010, we're approaching 7.5%. In 2011, it was 10%. In 2012, halfway to 15. 2013, 15%. 2014, over 21%. 2015, over 27%. 2016, nearly 30%. And now we're in 2018, going on to 2019. We're approaching half the population of India, slowly but steadily, half the population of India has access to the internet, and thus giving them access to YouTube, which is one of the most popular sites on the internet. So we're seeing more and more countries connected to the internet. We're seeing more and more people being born and having access. We're seeing more and more countries. Every single day we're alive, every single day we're on YouTube, there is a larger opportunity to make money. And T-Series is a fantastic example of what I was earlier discussing. Well, the first person who hits 1 million subscribers, which hasn't been done yet in crypto, technically there's other channels that have more than 1 million subscribers or nearly 1 million subscribers that have switched into crypto, but they weren't originally crypto, and they still make content that's not really cryptocurrency related, especially with the crash recently. I'm talking about fully cryptocurrency channels. Now, with this new information that, okay, there's some Asian countries, specifically India, but there's more Chinese population. There's more from Japan. There's more from Singapore. There's more from Taiwan, Thailand, all these countries. There's more individuals who have access to YouTube. And we're in an industry right now where a lot of YouTube channels are stopping content creation. A lot of investors are selling Bitcoin. Whether the markets are going up or down, there's one thing that's for certain, and that's Bitcoin cryptocurrencies are not boring. They're not boring right now because you guys, 73 of you, are tuned in right now. It's 3:31 in the morning here, and there is a lot of action going on. There's so much to discuss, but there's so few people to discuss it. Now, there's a bunch of cryptocurrency channels, but most of them have 1,000 subscribers, 2,000, 5,000 subscribers. Who knows? They might be the next 10,000. They might be in the next Data Dash Box Mining, Crypto Daily, right? But there's a lot of these YouTubers that are taking breaks. And I just think it's a fantastic time for anybody who takes the next year to figure out what they want to do with a cryptocurrency channel. They figure out how to make good SEO. They figure out how to make good thumbnails, how to have proper usage of copyright and music, good SEO skills, whether they're able to promote with Reddit. Hint, I love Reddit upvote farms. Sometimes it helps with certain subreddits. One thing I would definitely advise against, don't use bots, don't do anything shady on YouTube. If you're going to do something shady, do it on a secondary platform where you don't really care, like Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, whatever. But YouTube, like, this is your home. This is where you're focused and you're trying to make a business from. Also, another beautiful thing with YouTube, I've just been speaking for so long, so quickly, is that it is a perfect platform where you're able to use, half the people are using it from desktop, other from mobile, where you're able to link other websites, your merchandise, everything so quickly, so efficiently, and YouTube is adding more features than ever before. So a couple of years ago, you know, if my channel would go down like my other channel did this year, if I didn't have over 25,000 subscribers, I would not have access to a YouTube employee. And a couple of years ago, that feature didn't exist at all. So if my channel went down, it went down, and there's no chance of recovery. But YouTube is constantly advancing, and I know there's a lot of people that complain about YouTube. I'm definitely one of those, and I sometimes take it for granted. Sure, YouTube has a lot of issues, but every single job, every single work thing you're going to do, there's always going to be issues, right? But there's a lot of positives with this. And I know some people don't want to talk in front of a camera. You know, there's actually over 100 channels I could probably list out to you that, like, for example, Grade A Under A. I know he's a comedy prank channel sort of that just does drawing stuff, right? And he does a voiceover. Well, he uses like Microsoft Paint, right? I haven't watched him in a year. I know there's been some drama and he stopped YouTube or whatever, but he got 3-4 million subscribers and he used Microsoft Paint. So if you're not comfortable with the camera, you don't have to have your face up here, right? But anyways, that's my little thing. Think about it. And if you're not into YouTube, if you decide, okay, that's not for me, well, think of other ways you could use this to your advantage. This information is very powerful. If a YouTuber, there is going to be, if it's not you, there is going to be a YouTuber, cryptocurrency YouTuber that hits 1 million subscribers who's going to be making $100,000 per month through AdSense. That's just going to happen with time, right? Maybe it's not going to be over the next year. There is a possibility. But probably within the next 2 years, we will have somebody, Data Dash, you know, he's at 317,000 subscribers. And it's difficult gaining subscribers right now. For example, if we go to his Social Blade during a crypto crash, you know, he's only gotten 1,333 subscribers over the past 30 days. But in a good period of time, you're easily able to get, you know, 10 times this, 15 times this, 20 times this. Remember my advice from earlier, though. If you're going to be making a YouTube channel, don't make date-related content. Make content that you know in a year from now, it probably will be even more popular than this. So if I were to restart and make a cryptocurrency channel from new, I would not focus on Bitcoin price predictions or any crypto price predictions. I just focus on something really technical, but that a lot of people can understand. So not too niche, right? And I'd figure out an easy way to explain this, an easy way to teach individuals. What's one of the fastest ways we're able to retain information in our brain? By teaching others. So whenever I try and make a YouTube live stream or video, I try and do a little bit of research beforehand. So when I'm teaching you guys this, I'm able to retain this information much more quickly. And a lot of people will be interested in that. So if you constantly are posting on forums, on Steemit, on whatever cryptocurrency decentralized exchange there will come out, on Reddit, Facebook, all this, you're sharing with your friends and family. If the SEO is really good and YouTube really likes your content because you're not swearing, you're not super vulgar, you're not discussing violence, any of the, you know, you read the terms of service, you're just focused on cryptocurrencies, how to make people money. Maybe here and there you talk about credit scores, how you can use them. Maybe you talk about how you can get a good bank account and, you know, how you're able to manage your finances, how you're able to pay your taxes with cryptocurrencies. Think about the technically boring stuff, such as anything legal related with cryptocurrencies, anything tax related, anything personal finance related with cryptocurrencies, and you will find a lot of good questions that still haven't been solved on YouTube. Most of the YouTube videos out there really are kind of reviews if you think about it. Reviews showing off how you got this, you know, so there's a lot of possibilities you can do with this. Anyways, I'm not going to ramble on anymore, but I'm dead serious. Again, one last final time. Whoever does this first will easily make over $100,000, maybe even $200,000 per month. And if you think that's pretty crazy, well, okay, maybe if you don't get to 1 million subscribers, maybe you're not going to be the first person. Well, divide that. $100,000 for 1 million, $10,000 for 100,000. And that's kind of the point where it gets a little bit like if you have 10,000 subscribers, sure, you can make $1,000, but it all depends on the views at that point. So below 10,000 subscribers, I'd focus really more on views than subscribers because you're getting more paid for views. But after the subscribers start coming in, well, as long as you're making those 10-minute long videos and you're hustling every single day, hey, I think it's definitely possible. Anyways, all the best of luck to you guys. I'm going to exit. But before I do, I'm going to read a couple more. Literally lost thousands in Richard Lacey, literally lost thousands of dollars in crypto. No more activity for me. I'm in a holding pattern now. Literally ruined and sucking. Oh, that's why your comment was removed. But 1 year ago today, I was 30,000 up. I know it's painful. I know. I had 6 figures, and now I went really heavily in debt. Now I'm very close to paying off my debts, but I learned a lot of very powerful lessons. I've seen people that were close to, just ending it all. Not just, oh, okay, work, just ending their entire life because they lost millions of dollars. And I know that some of those people will never come back to cryptocurrencies. There is a lot of fear going on. And there's a lot of people that's saying Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, everything's going to crash and it's going to collapse. Well, it's still a $126 billion market cap. This $126 billion is not going to disappear in a week. And there's a lot of opportunity in crisis. There is a lot of opportunity in crisis. So what if you lost money? Suck it up. And I know, I tell the same thing to myself and it hurts and it's really painful. But the more time that goes on, the more I realize, well, okay, I learned my lesson, but now it's just time to work and figure out other ways I can make that money, figure out the good advantages of losing money. Okay, well, if I lost money this way, I know not to do this again. Or at least I'm going to try it again, but in a different way, right? So if you're not going to be investing, and for those of you who don't want to be YouTubers, well, there's other ways of using this knowledge to your advantage, right? And let's say cryptocurrencies crash completely, right? Let's say they do. For all the naysayers out there, Graham Stevens, well, he doesn't really talk about cryptos. He talks about credit cards, talks about banking stuff, right? So if banks are going to stay around forever, which a lot of the crypto guys don't really believe that, but if someone's going against the opposite, right? They want to be a little bit more stable. Hey, you can start a finance channel, right? But you're not going to be the first person to do it with cryptocurrencies. Why is it easier to make money in both the short and the long term with YouTubers, with influencers? That's because there's not a huge market for it. Graham Stephen, he's talking about a lot of credit cards that the average person wouldn't be able to afford. No one really made a review video about the $10 million Chase JP Reserve Morgan card, right? With crypto, you don't have a lot of crypto YouTubers, so you can discuss a lot of topics. You got to be the first in something. You don't even have to be an expert. How do you deal with lack of ideas or creativity for YouTube? That's actually a really good question. Sometimes I just don't create content. So sometimes if you see, there's a couple days without content, I just don't create it. Or in the meantime, I'm probably doing something else. I have actually a couple videos right now that I just stored, and they're interviews. And I find that Gary Vee's method has helped me out quite a bit. I suffered through creative burnout earlier this year, and then, depression from losing money, duh. But now as my situation is getting better, I understand that I really need to protect myself from creative burnout in the future. When I have 2 channels, maybe even 3 channels, over 100,000 subscribers, it's going to be a lot to manage. So in order to have this constant influx, you have to prepare yourself for the next day. So sometimes you got to schedule uploads. Sometimes you got to write them in your notepad or on your phone or on your laptop, whatever. Just think of anything that you think is a cool topic to discuss. Research it. Any news that you found, that's always a really easy one. But Gary Vaynerchuk, he admits that the easiest way is not to think at all, right? You just document. You just document what you're going through. And even better than that, document what other people are going to, right? So maybe you're not the best journalist. Maybe you can't really interview, but maybe you're a really introverted individual, as most of us crypto guys are. But if you go out and you talk with other people, they have a lot of really cool stories out there. And you're able to get them on camera and post it up. You could literally interview random people who don't know anything about cryptocurrencies every single day, and people would watch that. You could interview people at conferences. You could interview people through Skype, CEOs. Okay, sure, I sold out a little bit with ICOs, but there was a lot of really good discussions that we had with CEOs. These are very powerful people, very wealthy individuals. They have some really crazy stories. So there's a lot of really cool people just to discuss topics with anything, really. It doesn't even have to be cryptocurrency related. But outside of that, well, anything news related, right? You can dig deeper into the truth, whether you think something is a scam or not. But hey, paid reviews and lots of shilling. Yeah, you can make $100,000 per month with paid reviews and lots of shilling, but even better on a long-term scale, less shilling and more content, and just focus on AdSense. I know a lot of people are very afraid of AdSense. I was afraid of AdSense at various moments of my time, but I understand that now I'm focusing more on that. So anyways, Kubera introverted? I don't think so. Well, I'm introverted sometimes. I'm extroverted other times. On a side note, we need a new, unfortunately, I wish I could get, that guide going, but I can't. My very first original guide was taken down from YouTube, and there's not going to be a fourth guide. I wish, but it's just not worth the risk, right? Why are people leaving your using your own time to teach others how to be wealth? Why are people leaving my live stream? Maybe they have dinner, maybe they have to go to sleep, maybe they get the point, maybe they don't want to be YouTubers. But hey, everybody's, I'm sure there's one person in the audience who actually watched this and is like, you don't even have to like me, right? You don't have to like Grant Cardone or Gary Vaynerchuk or Graham Stevens or anybody, really. You can hate people, but as long as you use the information, like, I don't really care, right? What's your take on the Bitcoin price and prediction for 2019? I'm not going to be doing that. Whether Bitcoin goes up or it falls, to be quite honest, I did receive some Bitcoin, and I did receive some Ethereum recently from some companies, and I'm cashing out my further Steam, and I'm actually waiting for some Ethereum from this review was from the summer, right? This was an ICO review, and I never got paid. I never got paid for that. So now I'm just kind of waiting. And I thought about it, like, I'm just gonna leave that in. So it's not much. It's like $1,500, but I'm just gonna leave that in, and hopefully it can go up. But if it doesn't, you can always sell Bitcoin or Ethereum for 10% up, and it's like whatever. So, but regardless of whether the price goes up or it goes down, I think there is a definitely good chance that this channel is going to hit 50,000 subscribers. And regardless, even if I'm not going to be the first person to hit 1 million subscribers, I'm almost certain that with this channel, I can easily be making a couple $1,000s per month in AdSense revenue. And actually, while I'm still on here, because some of your stream questions left me on here, I see that my laptop is 18%. So we're just going to go until my laptop dies. We're almost at an hour live stream, so I don't think I'm going to get the video up. The video is supposed to be about Pantera Capital. They're a hedge fund. You guys can look into that, but if not, it'll be up probably later tomorrow. Anyways, we're going to go into my analytics, and I know you can't see it. Recently, I found out how to screen share, but there might be some information here. Hold up. Okay. So currently I have 18,951 subscribers, and over the past 28, let's just make it past 30 days, so it's a little bit easier for you guys, right? Past 30 days, everything's up with a green arrow. Woo! It's not like it really matters. So when I talk about how I made 1/4 of the views that Graham Stephan made, he made like 2.4 million views in a month. I'm discussing both Kubera, which Kubera has 15,263 views, and my other channel. My other channel obviously had way more views, right? So over 500,000 combined. And 15,263 views got me $79.33. Now, there's two ways of looking at it. One, it's good because we're leading up to a very efficient time for marketers, And that is Black Friday, that's Cyber Monday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah. All of these holidays are coming up over the next couple of weeks, or they've already happened. And advertisers are usually paying more in November and December. But on the other hand, cryptocurrency-focused companies are paying less due to the crypto crash. So it's kind of like the same. I'd say it evens itself out. Anyways, 15,263 views, maybe $79.33. So if you do 15 times, let's see, 2 would be 30, 3 would be 45, 4 would be 60, right? So we're already at $4. Oh boy, that we're making over $5 CPM, which isn't bad. It's not bad at all. Now, if you did, let's just say we're making $5 CPM to simplify that. If I got 10 times the amount of views that I did, 150,000, which is still a lot less than my other channel, 150,000, well, whew, 150 times 5. I mean, it's not a lot of money, but you can start seeing that, okay, well, if it goes to December and the ad rates rise to $6 or $7, or there's one viral video that suddenly gets 1 million views, well, you can start dealing with thousands of dollars before you know it. And all it takes is one viral video, one video with 1 million views before every single day. What I made over the past month, 15,000 views, you can be getting that in a single hour, every single hour for the rest of your YouTube career, right? And the reason I'm able to confidently say this is Avi wasn't my first channel that hit 79,000 subscribers. I've owned multiple gaming channels. Now, I've made many mistakes in my life, right? And one of those mistakes was actually selling a lot of my channels. So whenever I had a large channel, I actually, I was thinking about selling Kubera. I was thinking about selling Avi. Obviously, those were thoughts that very quickly went away. But once you do something so many times, it's just like, oh, for a second, maybe I could do it. No. You learned your lesson. I sold many channels for thousands of dollars. And at the time when I was like 15, 16, I was like, oh, that's a lot of money. But then I realized, wait, if you sell your primary source of income, you get that primary source of income for a couple months and then it disappears. So you need to start again and again and again. That's just stupid. So you don't want to do that, right? But if you have a channel, you work on it, you constantly grow it, whatever niche it is, eventually you're going to hit that point where you're making $1,000 per month, and then you're making $2,000 per month, and then it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10,000, right? And for those months where it's going to get really bad, you're losing subscribers, you're losing views, you're losing a lot of money. What most of these crypto guys should be doing is reinvesting into their channels. And I don't have a lot of money currently. I lost quite a bit of money, but I actually invested more than $300 in the past month in both of my channels. And I'm saving up $2,000. I don't have it, but I'm saving it up over the next couple of months. Once I get $2,000 for my other channel, I'm going to take a flight across the ocean to meet up with another YouTuber for a podcast. And I'm also saving up money to meet up with other YouTubers. Today, I met up with one Polish YouTuber. I know that networking is key. And whatever business you're in, you need other people, right? You need other people. And sometimes you may like it. Sometimes you may hate it. Regardless of your views on it, you need them. And at one point or another, if you're just working at it every single day, you're investing a little bit, it's going to grow, whatever you're doing. Anyways, Kubera, are you buying Bitcoin now? No, I'm not buying Bitcoin. I'm taking a little bit of a break from that, but I do have Bitcoin. I have a little bit of Litecoin. I'm selling my Steam. I don't really care about Steam, although recently I've had a couple people return from Steam Fest. It was actually in Poland, and that was, what, 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago. And yeah, I've been looking into Steam Monsters. It's a really fun game, but I don't really see much for, I'm not really focusing much on altcoins at the moment. Is trading crypto a good way to make money? If that's what you're going to get good at, sure. But if you have a difficulty with math, if you have a difficulty with research, with looking at candlestick charts, you get stressed out, you get way too emotional, you panic, you freak out, you're not doing too well in this market, maybe it's not for you. And if it's not for you, well, then it's time to start a blog. And I know that sounds funny, but you actually could just, social media marketing is easy. What I do is easy in a way, but it's very repetitive. So is it hard? Do you need a diploma to start a YouTube channel? No. Do you need a really fancy equipment to live stream? I mean, sure, I have this camera, but I'm not using it right now. I'm using like a $50 camera because this is for videos, right? And sometimes I don't even use this. I just use my phone, right? So I only bought this after 5 years of YouTube without a camera. And I always vlogged from my phone. I will actually show on my other channel. I recently showed my girlfriend this, and we were both laughing at, there are videos of me, probably you're not going to find it, but there's videos of me when I was 13 years old on YouTube, and they're super cringy, but oh God, I was using like potato phones. But hey, everybody's got to start from somewhere, right? But seriously, if I could encourage more people to get into social media marketing and not give up, just put a lot of energy into constantly learning, trying to figure out, instead of maybe going to university, or if you need a guiding help, go to university for marketing or whatever. But I tried that. It didn't work out for me. I had to drop out. If you can learn constantly a little bit about SEO, a little bit about Photoshop, a little bit about, whatever is happening with crypto recently, you can make a lot of money for really, really easy stuff. Let's see. Mike, how do I earn my initial views for a new channel? Oh, that's another really good question. Yeah, so right now when I make new channels, for this next one, I'm actually not going to promote it. I'm still going through it in the back of my head, but I'm probably not going to, hold on, let me get water. I'm probably not going to promote my third channel using these channels. And I know for 100% that I could easily get 1,000 subscribers or 2,000 subscribers on that third channel using both of these. This channel got 10,000 subscribers within the first 2 months when I promoted it in my first channel, right? And the first 1,000, does anybody remember Living the Dream, that weird channel that I did? Well, that got nearly 2,000 subscribers, and the backup for my other channel also got nearly 2,000 subscribers. Well, getting that first 1,000 subscribers when you have another channel, it's easy. But when you don't have that, this is the fun part. It's so difficult to get that first subscriber. And I already got that. And it's not me. It's not my other channels. I could do that. But I'm actually going the hard route. So this is a perfect question, because with this new channel, I'm going the hard route. I'm not even giving the first subscriber to myself. I asked my girlfriend. And I know that sounds like a really weird answer, but the first subscriber you can get is somebody from your family or friends or your partner. You can get that first subscriber within 10 minutes of making your channel. Your brother, your sister, whoever it is. And then if you know more people, you can get to 10 subscribers really easy. And if you go to school, you can get to 100 subscribers. And I know it sounds so weird. I actually promoted my YouTube, not this channel, definitely not my other channel, but I promoted my gaming channel sort of at my high school, the first high school that I went to, because I went to two, and because I moved. It was so cringeworthy, but if you honestly feel your content is not going to be liked by a lot of people, screw that, forget that. Try and improve it. Try and improve it. Don't be embarrassed, show it off. And if that doesn't work, or if you're super scared, or if it's in some niche, but honestly, that's what I recommend. Friends and family, those are the easiest subscribers you will ever get. Maybe they're not going to watch your content, but YouTube is looking at one thing only. They're looking at momentum. The first subscriber, the first view that you get, the first like, the first dislike, the first comment, all of that optimizes your content. So if you have good SEO, if you have everything set up, now you're just waiting for the views. Well, the first people that come in, and if they're engaged, if they just view and they click off within a minute, you're kind of screwed, right? But if they watch the whole thing, or they watch half the thing, they like, and they give you a comment, YouTube is going to be like, okay, this is pretty legit. Let me promote this to other videos. And your video is now going to be placed on other videos and other channels, and it's going to be recommended. And at that point, it's going to be easier. But what I really like to speed up the process for new channels There's forums. There's forums, right? So you could post. Bitcoin Talk for cryptocurrencies doesn't really like YouTubers. I tried, trust me, but they don't really like that. That's okay. Black Hat World does, and I know that's not really crypto related, but there's hacking forums that, okay, they're maybe not okay with spam. I'm not saying it's just spam. Maybe make a forum account, dedicate some time on there, and boom, you're able to post your link. Steemit loves that stuff. DTube, right? Well, DTube, you'll be uploading your stuff on there, but you can redirect to your main YouTube channel. And with Reddit, Reddit loves videos. Reddit loves videos. Other than that, well, connecting with other YouTubers. So if you have any YouTuber friends or even paying a YouTuber, Daniel Claudel, so you don't trade? I'm not trading right now, but I did used to make a lot of trades. Wait, you don't think crypto is going to be bullish next year? There's a possibility, but there's also a possibility that, it could go bearish. But a lot of analysts, analysts are all over the place. Some are saying that by Q3 2019, it's going to finally rebound. Some are saying it's going to rebound next month. Charlie Lee's brother is saying it's going to go to $15,000 next month. Listen, to be quite honest, I'm reading up on the news. I'm following up on it, but I'm just going to hodl on to what I have left because I sold the rest. I'm close to paying off my debts, and now I'm at a point where, okay, I got more than 1,000 just sitting here, more than 1,000 sitting here, and now we're just going to wait. And as long as I keep paying my bills and as long as I keep earning more, I'm not going to add more into crypto, but if it goes up, cool, awesome, So, and then we're going to go deeper into it. Anyways, Facebook ads are fantastic. If you can invest, seriously, the first $500 that you're going to invest, as long as you research it first, just like researching stocks, you have to research a Facebook ad. Funny, right? But a lot of people complain, Facebook scammed me. No, Zuckerberg didn't scam you. Zuckerberg just took your money because you didn't invest your time before you invested your money. So whatever you go into, before I made money with YouTube, it took like a year. I remember I was close to crying because I didn't get accepted into Machinima on my first gaming channel. I was like, oh my God, like whatever, you just got to invest the time and then you'll invest the money, right? I remember a video made in a lobby talking about you went from there to sharp suits and jet setting in a lobby. That probably was in an airport. That probably was in an airport. Should I make a course about how to make money even if I don't know how to make money? Nice product placement. Oh, you're doing that sarcastically for me. Yikes. Well, I guess I should just shut my YouTube channel down. Whoever does this first, oh, guys, you know what? My content was crap. You're going to learn absolutely nothing from it. Well, Garrett, you're right. You're completely right. Here's the thing, Garrett. Should I make a course about how to make money even if I don't know how to make money? It's not that I don't know how to make money. I know how to make money. It's I didn't know how to manage money. I made a lot of money. I made way too much money for a 19 or 20-year-old. And then I lost most of it because I didn't know how to manage it, right? So I completely screwed that part. But making money, that was the easy part. And then I was spending it left and right, and then I was investing bad and all that stuff. But hey, I was young. I learned from my mistakes. Hopefully I don't repeat them. I know I will probably make more mistakes, but as my YouTube earnings, as everything is slowly increasing, there is not a single shred of doubt in my mind, in my heart, that, okay, $1,000 right now, cool. It's going to get to $10,000 because there's been so many times in my life already that with YouTube particularly, $1,000 to $10,000 to $15,000, those jumps are very easy to make. Now, the problem, the thing that I'm scared about, the thing that I have to address is how I will manage that money. After I pay off my debts, I have to make sure that everything's going to be diversified and there's going to be safe lockdowns. But, that's a step that I'm going to get to in the next couple of months, and we're going to be exploring that journey. But no hate, no worries. No, but I love your comment because I have to make an example because there's probably other people that are probably thinking the same thing. And to be quite honest, yeah, you could make a course, but that's kind of like scamming. Like, okay, maybe I'm, you know, if I was making 10 times more than what I am right now, yes, but there's enough information to make this live stream. There's enough information out there. And please remind me to link that. You know what? I'm going to link it right now. The Graham Stevens. Seriously, if you don't believe me, check this thing out. And I was honestly shocked. And he has he also has these clickbait titles, right? But it's clickbait titles that get your attention, but this actually is legitimate. So I've done the favor for you guys, and I already linked it with the timestamp of 174 seconds, and that's showing you immediately his analytics, right? So you're able to look into that. And if you just tuned in, you have no idea what I'm talking about, well, restart the live stream as I am exiting. It is 4:03 in the morning. I'm going to get some sleep, and my laptop is at 3%. It's about to die. So thank you so much for tuning in today's live stream. Again, for those of you who just joined in, whoever does this first will easily make $100,000 or more per month through cryptocurrencies. It's not investing. It's with YouTube and cryptocurrencies. If Graham Stephen is able to make $26,000 off of 2.4 million views with a 240 or 250,000 subscriber channel, there's not a shred of doubt that the first person who reaches this goal correctly, optimizes his channel or her channel correctly, the first 1 million subscriber cryptocurrency YouTuber, since they will be in financial education, it will be easy for them to make $100,000 with AdSense. There's probably one person that will, maybe they may not hit a million subscribers, but if they hit 100,000 subscribers, they'll remember this day and they'll be like, you know what, this was a good decision. And I'm serious. I am serious. Whew. Anyways, what's more to talk about? The rest is just do. So stop watching, get to work. All right, bye guys. Make a video about do's and don'ts when making and managing cryptos. Oh, there's a lot of mistakes. So anyways, the Golden Gamer, you have some really awesome stuff. Daily cost, yeah. How did you? Are there any other questions? Make a Udemy course how to open a Coinbase account for $9.99 and make a killing. Anything that I mixed? Black Friday Crypto Edition. Dude, this one wasn't wild as normal. Great advice. David Lamoraine. Well, unlike cryptos, which I'm learning a lot about, YouTube, I feel confident with the information I already know, but I also need to learn more about that. And this I really do feel serious about it. I hope so much that someone does this. And I know I'm not going to be the first person to do it because I have to divide my attention into other channels. But I also know that Kubera will be at 100,000 pretty soon. Maybe not within the next 6 months, but within the next 24 months. And at that point, well, I may not be making $100,000 per month, but $10,000 per month may not be so bad. Through AdSense alone, not including sponsored content. All right, bye, because we're at 1% laptop battery. See you. Thank you so much, so much. Subscribe, leave a like, and bye.